Hailey Bieber is the perfect example of why you have to be so fucking careful what you wish for. I feel like I don't have anybody in my life to like talk to about this in depth, but I've been like kind of following what people have been saying about them recently. And I think I saw the same thread that like everybody else saw of like the timeline of their relationship and like photos of him and her when they were young and like explanations and like how she kind of like was always where he was, and then eventually they started dating and then they get married and blah 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 blah. And so I've seen all of that kind of floating around, and I didn't realize that there was like actually stuff that he had said. Like the thing about the Vogue cover was, in a word, nefarious. Like that to me, if okay, I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's really sad. But it's just like, if somebody said that about me, if anybody I know said that about me, posted it about me, like on a social public platform, like let alone my fucking husband, the father to my child, like I'm just like, it's not computing in my brain. Like I'm very confused about like how that's a thing that he could even fix his mouth to say. Do you know what I mean? So my whole thing with this is just like, if it's true, which I don't know if it is, I'm not like saying it's true or not. It's just what I've seen. If it's true that she had this whole elaborate plot to kind of get, even if it wasn't elaborate, let's just say that she like put herself in his proximity for many years, hoping for the possibility or the chance of something more happening. Let's just say that. Like, let's not even say that she had this whole crazy, like, psychotic plan to, like, you know, be everywhere that he was and eventually, like, I don't know, get him to, like, fucking marry her. Like, let's just say that she just, like, kind of, you know, was always, like, in his orbit and just kind of, like, wanted to be in his orbit. It is so sad and honestly sickening to me that she put in all of that work for all of those years just to actually get this man. Like, if that was her plan, I mean, congratulations, bitch, you got him. Like, and that in and of itself, I could have a whole other discussion about, because to commit to a plan like that is honestly pretty fucking impressive. Like, I'm impressed by her. But how fucking embarrassing that you do all of that, you get him, and then he shits on you so publicly. And not once, not twice, but repeatedly. Like, I can't wrap my brain around that. Like, I can't wrap my head around having a man so publicly hate you after you did everything and bent over backwards to try to procure him, right? Like, that to me is what's like, it's boggling the mind. It's oogling my noodle, if you will. And I think that's the problem. That's like a commentary on like just like dating and like being in your like, you know, mid to late 20s. Like, that's just like the whole thing in general. I feel like you just really have to be careful for what you wish for. Like, I think I see that reflected in this situation a lot, but I see it a lot in like my personal life and the people that are like my friends and like my community as well. Like, everybody thinks that they know what they want in a partner, and you go after that, right? Like, you have your dating app, you set your parameters, you set your filters. Like, you have a specific person in mind when it comes to who you want to end up with. And sometimes that works for certain people. I'm not saying it doesn't work, because I've definitely seen it work, but it's something you have to be so careful about, like putting all of your energy and intention behind somebody before you actually even know them, or like before you're actually even confident that they're somebody that you should be spending your life with. Like, I wish Hailey Bieber today could go back and smack the dog shit out of Hailey Bieber 10 years ago, because I guarantee you we would not be in this timeline. And like, this is a really shocking timeline to be in. And I'm not just criticizing her, because I do feel like Justin Bieber really ain't shit. Like, he's really a dog for what he's doing, especially to like the mother of his child. Like, I think that there's nothing more irredeemable than publicly shitting on the woman who pushed out your child. Like, I think that that's pretty disgusting and heinous, but it's also like, sorry, but he's Justin Bieber. Like, what? I'm like, what are we like? What are the expectations there? I didn't think he was gonna. I don't know. I just kind of expected that, like, it would have like the typical like 3 to 5 year run, and then he'd get caught cheating on her inevitably, and they'd get a divorce, and she'd get half of his fortune because they didn't sign a prenup, and she would be his first husband. I never expected that there would be all of this, like, I don't all this kerfuffle. I mean, he's Justin Bieber. Like, am I crazy? Like, are we shocked by this? Like, I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe I've lost the plot. I don't know.
He's probably most likely her twin. He's her twin. Twins always try to run from each other. I don't know if they're real twins, to be honest, but they're both doing the same shit to each other in a different way. If you know mathematics at all, like, he's dogging her out in one way and she's dogging him out in another way. They're dogging each other out. Justin Bieber is upset because he had to go through all that shit, and his desire is not to be with a white woman. His desire is to be with a black woman, and he ended up with a white woman. So he got upset because he knows she wants him so bad. And a lot of guys don't like women that want them so bad. That's why they end up marrying their white women, and really their desire is like, no, but I don't want to be with her. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like they have to be with her. This has been happening in the white community a lot of times, where white people are financially set up to marry each other. They're not designed, or they're not set up to marry black people, because this country was designed to oppress the black community, right? To keep them low, to keep them oppressed, to keep this. That's what it was designed to do, because they don't want black people to take over the country, so they don't want them to be successful. So everything a black person does, there always tries to be someone at the top to knock that person down. So, like, black people have to work 10 times harder. So this is what upset Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is an abusive guy, period, point blank. And when he wanted to be with a black woman so he could have someone that he can abuse without consequences. He can't do that with Hailey, but he's still doing it. But he's doing it verbally, right? He's like, I don't care, I'll do it anyway. He really wants to get physical. That's what he really wants to do. Because after talking to Justin, that's what I realized. And I'm trying to, like, tell him, like, being physical is not the right way. But everybody has those feelings. Like, I had those feelings towards my brother. I got physical with my brother. We got over it. We got the fight out of us. That's over. When you're twins, you're like a brother and sister. My twin, I don't want to get physical with him. I don't want to get physical with him at all. But I know that when we get in bed together, we get physical because we're having sex. There is love involved. You guys might never be able to understand that. Only two couples that belong together understand their desires. If you see two lion cubs, they fight all the time. Lions, cats, animals, they fight all the time. But they don't fight to hurt each other. They fight because to get each other's frustrations out of each other's systems. And then be like, oh yeah, see, we're cool. And then, snuggle their heads. But Justin Bieber is trying to be hungry for something that doesn't belong to him, right? And so he's trying to dog Hailey Bieber out because he feels like she took from a community, but he's doing the same exact thing. That's why I'm like, they're mirrors. They're mirrors. It hasn't caught up to Justin yet that's his mirror. He hates it, right? A part of me hates that I don't want him to know that, but a part of me, I don't hate that I love him. I love him. I'm in love with him. But there is parts of him that his ego is like, yeah, you're supposed to worship me. And I'm like, I get it, babe. I just don't want to be mad. Like, I don't want to hate it. Like, I want to be in love, stay in love. And that's it. I don't want to hate that I'm in love with the man that I have no choice but to be with. Because that makes it seem like a prison, right? I want to be happy and satisfied with him, which I know I am. So that's why he's so handsome. He's handsome. Every day your partner is making deals with you to remind you to don't leave. Bear with me. I love you. So a lot of his, like, colors are coming out. And my colors... It's funny how I talk like I'm so perfect, right? And I honestly feel like I'm closer to perfection than anyone else. But a lot of me proves that I'm not close to perfection, like, right? But I just want like a chance at love, and so that I mean, but anyways, back to Hailey Bieber. I just want to say, like, Hailey, like, you're not alone. She's like probably my angel in a way, because I'm looking at her and I'm like, well, she chased Justin Bieber. I'm not chasing Zach. I'm colliding with him. I was actually the runner, right? Because I was like, no, it's not that he's ugly. He's so fucking handsome. Sometimes when someone's so handsome, you run from them because you're afraid of the connection. And another thing is, like, you are afraid to fall in love. And you know that when you fall in love, you're going to give them all the control. And they could do whatever they want with you because you're so obsessed. And I know that's what we used to be, how I used to be. And it's like, you get up tired of it. You get tired of being obsessed. You get tired of being his worshiper. You get tired of it. You get tired. And it's like, you don't want to get tired, because if you get tired, then you're back to reality. I don't know what to do. Hailey, you're not alone. I think you should break up with Justin Bieber. I think you could find someone better. But the fact that he's so easy, it's easy money. Justin Bieber is making it hard for Hailey because he had it hard. He's like, you're not about to get this money easy. You about to work for this shit. You about to suffer for it. That's why I'm not with that fucking man. Thank God. Right? Me and my partner, we're both like poor. So it's okay. We can work our way up. We might fight, argue, but it's not a big deal, right? Fight and arguments won't stop us from being together, as long as we're not physically trying to harm each other, right? So I'm just telling you all the possibilities of being a twin. So, by the way, the woman that did this voiceover in the beginning is a black woman, and it's just always such a pleasure to meet black women that speak proper English. I'm like, you were like absolutely paying attention in school, and you at least understood the assignment. The rest of these ghetto ratchets are ridiculous. So thank you for taking the initiative to learn proper English.